I am now joined by Eileen Hupp, who is the president of the Palos Verdes Chamber of Commerce, and our new king of the hill, Chuck Eldred. Now, Chuck, I want to find out how you became the king of the hill, and Eileen is going to tell us.
All right, Maria, thank you so much. Well, the King of the Hill is a pilot program launched by the Chamber of Commerce this year, and it was a way for us to partner with some of the many worthy nonprofits here on the Hill, raise some money for some of our worthy causes, create community spirit, and have some fun.
Now, what are Chuck's duties as King of the Hill, and how did you become King of the Hill, Chuck?
Well, through the course of several events, I raised some funds and raised the most funds of any candidate and became the King of the Hill by virtue of my service to the community.
Now, most kings and queens have events they have to be at. You're going to have to cut ribbons. So now, what is your first event?
Well, my first event was last night. I went to a ribbon cutting, and we chopped the ribbon and welcomed a new business to the community.
There we go. Now, what else will Chuck be doing?
Well, you will see Chuck a lot over the coming year. He's going to be a great ambassador for the nonprofits that he has partnered with, as well as for the Chamber of Commerce, and just the spirit of generosity that is so integral to the community here. Chuck will be at ribbon cuttings. He will be at the Rolling Hills Estates parade this weekend, the holiday parade, and you will see him at the street fair and all over the place, Maria.
This is very nice. Now, did we get not a helmet? It's a crown. Okay, he's got a crown now. Was it fitted for you, or?
It is a custom fitted crown.
Custom fitted crown.
Yes, it is.
Very nice. Right. I can't think of a better person to be our first King of the Hill.
No, I would agree with that, Maria. You are absolutely right. He had so much fun and really did a great job out there in the community, raising money for his nonprofits and promoting philanthropy and community spirit here in Palos Verdes. So we're very honored to have Chuck as our first King of the Hill. We feel very lucky.
Of course.
The real surprising part was how much fun my wife and I had going to all of the events, working together throughout the season, and the new friends and the sense of community we feel throughout the program.
Okay, and I love the scepter here. We have to talk about the peacock feathers on the top.
That is the peacock scepter of the King of the Hill.
Okay, because the peacock's here.
Absolutely.
Very nice, very nice. Well, happy holidays to both of you. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll be looking for Chuck.
Good. Thank you, Maria. Thanks.
Well, we are now in a store that has something for everyone, that is for sure, except that I think Will is already finding something for himself. I thought we were doing some holiday shopping.
Oh, I didn't see you guys there. I was just doing a little reading. It's a really good book, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It is. It is a good book and a great gift for someone, Will.
Yeah, it's not quite a bestseller yet, but it's going to be after this show, I think.
Let's find out what everybody is looking for Christmas or the holidays here at the Book Frog.
Well, we are here at the Book Frog with owner Becky Glenn at the Promenade on the Peninsula. How are you doing, Becky?
Good, good, thank you.
You having a nice holiday season here in the store so far?
So far.
So the Book Frog seems to be kind of a throwback to the smaller, old-fashioned bookstore.
Oh yes, we think that's the wave of the future.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the big stores come and go, and now this is kind of the way book readers, I think, want to come and enjoy their experience, right?
I think so. My partner and I both come from the superstore chain experience for many years, and came from Borders, and since the Borders all closed, we decided that we go for it.
Now, locally, do you have some customers who come up to you and say, we did that, we shopped there, we love this so much better?
Yeah. Yeah, although mainly it's, oh, we're so happy to have a bookstore.
Right. Now, it's the holiday season. A lot of people give books as a great gift for the holidays. Can you tell me some that are selling really well or some you might recommend?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The biggest bestseller that we have this season is the Walter Isaacson biography of Steve Jobs. He had unprecedented access to Steve Jobs for several years before he passed away, and it's supposed to be tremendous. My partner Pete is reading it right now, and he says it's great.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it. I would love to read it because obviously one of the brilliant guys of the last few decades. And
he designed the cover, Mr. Jobs himself. Very simple.
And I think Steve Jobs had a lot to do with the content. He was really kind of picky about what was written about him?
Yes and no. He was really forthcoming, and he didn't put any limits on who Walter Isaacson could talk to or how he would be portrayed. You know, he just wanted to tell the story. So So it shows him warts and all. They say.
Well, that's good. An unprecedented biography, all access.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the next one.
Well, Mr. Bill O'Reilly's Lincoln book that he co-wrote with Martin Dugard, who's a historian. I don't really have a lot to say about the book itself, but it's really popular, as is the man.
Another one I've heard a lot about.
Yep.
Kind of a Grisham novel sort of read.
Well, yeah. It's history, it's nonfiction, but it's fast, and it's, one aspect of Lincoln's life, his assassination.
A somewhat exciting account, pardon the expression. But
Yep.
all right. Well, I'll take these so you don't have to keep holding them, and we'll move on to the Stephen King book.
The new Stephen King. I'm about halfway through this one myself. It is tremendously exciting. It's alternative history, a little off his usual guts and gore horror. It's about a man who goes back in time to stop the assassination of JFK. I haven't quite gotten to that part in the story yet because, as you can see, it's rather long, but it's really good, very exciting.
I don't know if Stephen King has ever done a novel where he kind of references a real account in history, does he?
I think this is the most explicit. I mean, he does often root himself in Americana, but yeah, this is the where he most explicitly references an actual historical event. And this one has another great cover because it's got the actual headline on the front, and the back has the alternative headline.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
That's interesting. For what it's worth, what's your favorite Stephen King novel?
Oh, yikes. They're all so different from one another. I think probably The Black House that he co-wrote with Peter Straub, which is kind of a weird fantasy, horror, sci-fi mishmash.
Okay. I like The Shining. That's my favorite.
Oh, that's good.
Which is also based on real events. I don't know if people know that.
Yeah. So there's that.
And the next book is...
young adult title, Inheritance, which is the fourth and we're told final book in the Inheritance tetralogy by Christopher Paolini. Started with Aragon, which was made into a movie.
Okay.
Those who love it, love it.
Is it geared toward children or all
young adult, which is your teens and early 20s. But yeah, anybody who likes fantasy likes this kind of thing. Lord of the Rings, Robert Jordan,
cool,
that sort of thing. So yeah,
and
so really nicely.
Yeah, nice looking fellow on the cover there.
Yes, it's all about dragons. I think they talk. I haven't read them myself.
And the next one here I see is prominently displayed in your window.
Oh, yeah.
And there's many versions of it.
Oh, yes. Well, this is the sixth book in the Wimpy Kids series, which follows the exploits of an every kid, a wimpy kid. That's Greg Kinney. No, his author is Kinney. Greg Heffley is the character. And it's an illustrated novel, so it's got really adorable pictures. And they are wildly popular.
Yeah, for years, these have sold millions.
Yep. The kids know exactly when the next book is coming out, and they rush the store the day it comes out.
And movies in the works? Or?
Yeah, the first one came out a couple of years ago, and the movie based on the second book, Roderick Rules, is out this season, I believe.
So for kids who love to read, this is the gift.
Yep.
Yeah. Big one.
Just a gorgeous cookbook. Cooks Illustrated is a monthly periodical. It's America's Test Kitchen, so they have great recipes. They talk about the why and the how of the recipes, as well as just giving you the recipes. So
the origin of how it was created.
How it works, how they came up with the particular combinations of items in the recipe. Yeah.
That's interesting. Something somebody might want to pick up before Christmas to whip up some things for Christmas dinner.
Yes, I think so.
I noticed, I know we have Trader Joe's up here on the hill, and there's a Trader Joe's party cookbook.
Oh,
how's that selling?
Every Trader Joe's cookbook is selling like crazy. That particular end cap had half a dozen different titles on it up until a few days ago, but they've been selling so fast I can't keep them in stock.
Great. They have great food there, and it's inexpensive, so it's a good pickup too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Another awesome cookbook We're very careful when we say the name of this restaurant, Momofuku. But this is their dessert cookbook. And Sandy, who owns the Ruby's here in the mall, bought this and recommended it to me and has made a number of the recipes. They're building block recipes. They use a lot of cereal, and you make something like a cornflakes crunch that you have to make with several ingredients and bake in the oven, and then you add it to other recipes. So let's see if I can.
So a fusion sort of.
Yes.
Oh, a lot of good snacks.
Yeah,
I see.
they're really beautiful. I was looking for the.
Yeah, this is unique stuff. Is it Japanese?
That is the origin. I don't know a lot. I believe the restaurant's in New York.
Okay.
But,
There's the candy bar pie, a little pretzel on it. Yeah, this looks good.
They're just amazing. You can see by the photograph on the fly leaf that the ingredients are really sweet.
So this has been a popular one, or is this?
It's growing. It just came out last month, maybe September, and I guess last month was November.
Looks like good stuff. I'll leave it up to I'll leave it up to you if you want to say the name of it again.
Momofuku. Said that pretty quickly. And then last I have my two favorite brand new picture books of the season. I Want My Hat Back is a wonderful story about a bear who loses his red hat and asks all the creatures in the forest if they've seen it. And it has a surprising and kind of naughty ending. I won't give it away. And A Ball for Daisy is a wordless picture book, all about friendship and loyalty and loving things and people.
Those look great. For the younger kids.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones. All right. Well, that is a good array of all the gifts for all the readers in your family.